Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Dricus du Plessis versus Dereck Brunson is set for UFC 285. Du Plessis is coming off an impressive win over Darren Till and is looking to begin climbing further up the middleweight rankings. Brett Okamoto shared the news to social media, tweeting, "Middleweight tilt just added to UFC 285 on March 5th, Brunson versus du Plessis per sources." Du Plessis also signed a new multi-fight deal with the UFC, some big fights getting booked at 185 during the first quarter of 2023. Bo Nickal is set to make his UFC debut against Jamie Pickett at UFC 285 in March. Nickal recently shared some sparring footage to Instagram showing off his striking. Jose Aldo has recently stated in an interview that you may see him make his boxing debut in 2023. "I'm trying to see the best path I'll take now. I won't fight MMA, that's for sure. I thank everybody calling me from other promotions, but I haven't left the UFC. I remain under contract with them. I'll see where I'll fit. Boxing is a possibility. It was always a dream I had in my life. I never hid that from anyone. It was always a dream, but let's see. Everybody says I'm still young, that I have a few years left. First, for now, with the birth of my son, I want to enjoy my family, and then I'll think of the professional side." Michael Bisping responds to the comments made about Stephan Bonnar by Sean Strickland. Here's the clip.
Listen, to a certain degree, I understand his point, but he's just flat out wrong. The reality is that a lot of us are all going through struggles, pain in our personal life, and we don't share that. I mean, that's one of the reasons why mental health is such a big focus right now, because people don't talk about it, certainly men, and his wasn't a mental health thing from what I understand, and what the theory would be is an addiction issue. But to come out and just show our respect, our condolences, our sadness, I don't think it was upon us necessarily. What am I in the wrong for having sympathy and feeling for the guy? Just because I did see him and, he's looking a mess, but what am I going to do? You know what I mean? We're all, as sad as it is, we're all living our own lives. We've all got our own things to take care of on a day-to-day basis. And maybe that sounds insensitive. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? It's only when you realize how bad the problem was in hindsight that it's like, but there's nothing wrong with celebrating the man's life and what he achieved and what he meant to this sport. Because if it wasn't for Stephan Bonnar and Forrest Griffin, that final fight, we might not be sitting here as, a former UFC fighter and a current UFC fighter right now, because that first season was a massive reason for the growth of this sport.
Chael Sonnen brought up the idea of a long-anticipated third fight between Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz. Here's what Chael had to say.
Conor versus Nate Part 3 seems inevitable. Now, Nate Diaz is not under contract with the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Conor McGregor is. So how you get those guys together to start with is problematic. We have done it twice, haven't we? And who won? Conor won the second one, the last one. Seems like an important one to win. Diaz won the first one. Oh, by the way, it was a finish on short notice. Pretty cool feather in your cap. So if you were in these guys' spots, what are you fighting for? We're fighting because this isn't settled. It's one apiece. Yeah, look a little bit closer. Do you want to settle that? I mean, be real sure. It looks real cool on TV to go out and do the quick draw. But what if you're the slower guy? It's a hell of a consequence. But I don't feel that it's a way that anybody has looked at it. Put yourself in their shoes. You're 1-1. You're dead even. You both have beautiful legacies, beautiful time in the sport, beautiful memories together. So if we're going to go out and we're going to fight, this is a quick draw, and one of us is going to lose a lot. That one win that I had before, it's erased. I lost the battle. We made it a 2 out of 3. I lost. The end. Do you want that risk? If you do, for what?
What do you guys think about Chael's comments? Will we ever get to see Diaz and McGregor clash a third time in MMA? Let us know your opinion in the comment section. Big John and Josh from the Weighing In podcast give their take on the recently announced fight between Chito Vera and Corey Sandhagen. Here's the clip.
I heard people saying, "Oh, that needs to be on a, that's a tragedy or something." It's not going to be in a big. I think it's awesome. They're the main event. They're the guys that all focus is on, and that is a fantastic fight. I can't wait for it. That's what I want to see. I want to see someone like Chito Vera against Sandhagen. I don't give a if it's in the Apex or, Wilson High School gym. I don't give Let me see the fight.
I love when the media complains about stuff, right? But they still don't know fighters' names from other promotions and things like that. But hey, look, overall, this is a freaking awesome fight.
It's a great fight.
And like I said, and like you said, I mean, it doesn't matter where you fight this fight.
No.
Look, a crowd is not, these two fighters, they bring it no matter what. A crowd's not going to make them it's not going to make them a better fight. They understand what's at stake. The winner of this is probably going to fight for the title next.
Yep.
And this fight right here, both of them love to stand and bang. Both of them. I think Chito
Both
will
of them
probably
have great ground.
Both of them have great ground. I think Chito may even try to get a takedown here and there. I don't know if Corey will. He may threaten one, like in terms of like a trip or something like that. If he can get
Corey will work at taking him down.
Yeah, you know, and so there'll be a mix up in this.
And then, you know, the whole thing is, you know, we talked about it in his last fight. Look, he's a more well-rounded MMA fighter as far as he brings it all into play to make you realize I'll go everywhere.
Yeah.
There's nowhere that you can just relax and be safe. You think this is just going to be a stand-up. It's not.
Jan Blachowicz was not happy with Joe Rogan following various comments made by Rogan in his fight with Magomed Ankalaev earlier this month. Blachowicz said, "I watched this fight a couple times and I listened to a lot of opinions about this fight. And for me, what I said after the fight to give the belt to Ankalaev, I said that because I was stuck on the 5th round. All that was on my mind was the 5th round. I forgot completely about the rest of the fight." Joe Rogan, when he stepped into the octagon, he said for him, I lost the fight. That was what I was thinking. He made a mistake. He said something like this to me after the fight. Because everybody who thinks I lost the fight only watched the last round. For me, a draw is a fair decision, and seriously, I think I was closer to winning the fight than Ankalaev. One more kick and it would be over. A TKO, or if I would have defended his takedowns in the 5th round, stay a little longer on the feet, the fight would be mine. I could be disappointed about the judges, but I'm not because I see the fight. I watched the fight a couple of times. A draw for me is fair. Joe Rogan, he shouldn't say something like this to me after the fight. I was stuck on the last round, and then Joe Rogan says, that was a good fight, but for me, you lost the fight. After the fight, when I go to the locker room and I start talking with a lot of people backstage from different teams, they say, don't say that you lost the fight. You didn't lose the fight. A round is okay, but maybe you won. I said, okay, maybe I'm thinking a little bit bad about the fight, and then I start to remember the first 3 rounds. It looks different, not like the last round. When they said the draw, it was a weird situation because I can't be happy. But I also cannot feel bad about myself, because I didn't win, but I also didn't lose. I feel a little bit empty inside. That's why I think the draw is fair. I think it's a fair decision for both of us. I should be more disappointed because I was closer to winning the fight, not Ankalaev. Conor McGregor trolls Max Holloway as the pair sat down to eat in the same restaurant. Here's the footage.
Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God, it's Max Holloway, guys. Max. Max, bro. What's up, bro? Who's that? The Rocky fella, yeah? What's the Rocky Yeah, you'll get him, Max. Yeah, you'll get him. Watch out back, mate. Yeah. We'll see you for that second fight, okay? Yeah. See you at the press conference. I'm taking everything I'm worth. I'm gonna fight you. Yes. What times he'll give so. Yeah. On the board.
Holloway would go on to reply on Twitter saying, "Ha ha ha, see you at the press conference." Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.